to people that are borrowing money right now, or thinking about buying a house, or thinking about listing a house? Like, what is the market's reaction to this? Is it just going to say,
I had a slow week for showings
that was funny.
until today.
You had a what? A
I
slow
had a
week for
slow week
showing?
in showings.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It was a slow week in showings. I had a hard time getting people to look at some of the listings I have. And then all of a sudden today, my phone was blowing up like it was a week or two ago. So it's a bunch of people going to look at properties again. Agents booking showings.
So it took like 2 days for the
I think they were all
market to
waiting.
absorb the
Maybe it was just
news.
Monday to Wednesday. Maybe it had nothing to do with the market. Maybe there's people out there, guys. Believe it or not, everyone's gonna just be blown away. If you're listening to this right now, have a seat. Like sit down somewhere close so you don't fall and hit your head. But there are people out there who didn't know that we had a rate announcement this week. I know that sounds hard to believe. I know in your world, you're
Right.
getting YouTube notifications and
What's a
emails from
rate?
realtors, and
What's an
you're
interest rate?
watching Twitter feeds that says the rates are going up, and you got a month in advance notice. But there are people out there who are not paying attention.
You know who they are?
Who are they?
Do you know who they are?
I don't know any of these people particularly, but they're out there.
They're the same people you were talking about before. The 43 and the 49% that don't have a fucking mortgage. They don't care.
No.
But we don't care about them. They're obviously off the table. It's the other people that at some point or already have a loan. So all these variable rate people that were like, after the pause, we're like, fuck, finally, like, okay, maybe I made a good decision now. We were going to be on the way down. Hey, guess what? If they don't think that inflation's under control and they raise it a quarter point and everybody just kind of poo-poos at the 25 points here and the market just keeps going, well, guess what happens next month at the meeting, right?
Yep.
Right? If Tiff's got balls enough to pause and then hit the fucking gas again, and then like he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit what the hell happens out there. He doesn't know what happens. He doesn't give a shit what happens. I don't know what the fuck. And this brings me back to what you were saying before, is like, what if the plan is working?
Is it working though?
Well, I don't know. What's the plan? If maybe the plan's working and this is what they want.
Yeah, you know what? The one I'm noticing is this. I don't think that the quarter point is going to make any difference for most people. But what I'm noticing is people start to get really nervous. So I've had quite a few investors with like portfolios talk to me recently. One guy was an older guy, you know, he bought the properties a long time ago and he's talking about getting rid of his whole portfolio. And people are just kind of like, ooh, this might not go so well. And they're starting to really second guess it.
Sale of the portfolio may not go so well?
No, like the market might not go so well. So he's thinking, okay, now it's time to get out. Right? Because you've owned it for however many years. I told a story last week about a group of brothers doing the same thing. So I've had actually quite a lot of that where people with portfolios, multiple properties, and they're saying, okay, now it's time to go. I'll do like, you know, one of them is like 3 this year. The other guys I was talking about they're doing 1 a year, right? They're all ready to sort of divest, right? But also lenders. This is the other thing too, is lenders right now are really nervous. So the private side, these are all the people who have started to issue the notice of sales and stuff like that for people who have defaulted on their loans. They are all getting really nervous about the market too. They're seeing that the rates are going up. They're seeing that things could slow down. They just want their money. They want to move on. They got greedy. They were lending out, you know, crazy stuff with, you know, high risk situations, thinking making 10 points or whatever it was, you know, a great investment for their investors. But now they're seeing that, you know, when they did that a year ago and the prices dropped however much in that particular property and the appraisals came in at a price that they should have never come in at, they're looking at it going like, oh shoot, we could lose our money. And so I've seen like a lot of activity. I got a power sale coming up, not a power sale, like they got the notice of sale, so they got to the point where basically they're in default, but the statement of claim for the possession of the house, or you know, writ or whatever it is that they call it, has not been issued yet. So we've got a certain amount of time to get the property sold, and we'll see. So I'm racing against the clock, you know.
And so what's happening out there right now? Are we seeing more inventory coming online? Are we seeing sales keep up with the amount of inventory? What's going on the ground?
I'm seeing sales keep up, to be honest with you.
Okay. So we're still seeing bidding wars?
Dumping. Think about it. If that many people still own properties who are financially sound, it may not be a good time. I talked to another guy today. I got another guy with a portfolio today talking to me about how he wants to move out of the country and sell all his properties. And he's like, it's not a good time to sell. Nobody's. And I said, like, actually, like 2 months ago, like the market was like amazing in his area. He probably could have got 10, 20 offers. Like, why didn't he call me? But I think the perception is still that the market's not good. And so people are like, oh, I have to sell my home for a discount. And that doesn't always spur listings. It doesn't make people go, oh, it's a good time. Who are financially secure, right?
Sure.
They say,
Sure.
oh, it's not a good time. Why would I want to sell when it's not a good time?
Don't have to. Sure.
Oh, it's a really good time. Prices are going up every week. Why would I want to sell when the prices are going up?
There's just some
Right?
people
Worth
like
more next month.
some people just don't ever want to sell or even think about it. My parents, I
Yeah.
lived in, well, that's not true. I lived in a couple houses, but once they settled on their house, right? Like, and I'm talking when I was 4 years old, like they did not sell until age dictated sale. Like they didn't give a shit what it was worth. They didn't care about any of that stuff. My dad probably locked into as long a mortgage as he possibly could have. And they were just happy, like paying down the mortgage and staying put.
Yeah.
But the reality is, I believe, is our generation, like we're okay moving, not all of us, but like definitely more okay with moving. I think the younger generation, like I don't even know how they figure anything out right now. Like that email that was sent to, thank you, Mr. Don M, for being a big part of the show and maybe a bigger part of the show. Like great suggestions. I love that email. That was amazing. Thank you.
A lot of time and effort put in that email, Don.
A lot of time and thought. That's
Shout
great.
out. First t-shirt.
Boom,
You know
boom.
who's getting that.
That's right.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.